doctors in Malaysia work very long hours compared to in the UK. In Malaysia, junior doctors will work 7 days a week, 8 to 5:30, with half days Saturday and Sunday, average of 2 days being on call. During on-call shifts, they usually work about 33 hours from 8 to 5, continue the shift until 8 a.m. the next day, and then they're expected to continue the normal working day until 5. So that's 33 hours straight continuously. It does have a lot of negative effects on doctors and has contributed to medical errors which otherwise could have been avoided. It was also identified as the main cause of stress among house officers during a study done by the Institute of Health Management. They have now changed to work shifts for housemen for the first 2 years of training. So their work schedule will add up to a total of 84 hours, which is well over 65 to 75 hours of current doctors' work shifts. During the tagging period, a doctor can easily work 100 hours a week. The tagging session is usually 2 weeks and is to familiarize with the department, and working hours is 7:30 until 10 p.m. However, you rarely finish at 10 p.m. because you would have to hand over. You would leave at 12 midnight. And although the tagging period is meant for 2 weeks, it can last even more than a month if the specialist decide that you're not fit enough. Tagging also, they're assessing on your medical skills. This means that they're working every day for a month without any break, 7:30 until 10 or 12 a.m. Because of this, according to reports, about 20 to 30% of housemen actually didn't finish their housemanship. Many of them eventually give up being a doctor. Unfortunately, there's a lot of cases, car accidents due to doctor fatigue. In 2015, a doctor died when her car lost control and ran into a tree during the drive back to home from her shift after working for almost 24 hours non-stop. Last May, another fatal accident happened where she was driving to Kuala Terengganu to meet her husband and daughter. She just finished her 33-hour shift. She also died. In October, a baby in Malaysia dies after doctor mom accidentally left the baby in the hospital car park all day. They discovered the baby was in the car, unresponsive, unfortunately died. Let's compare working as a doctor in the UK. In the UK, it's protected working time due to the European working time derivative. We work about 48 hours a week. There are some rights about breaks and allowance, such as 11 hours of rest every day, a day off each week, rest break if the working day is longer than 6 hours. We're also entitled to have 5.6 weeks paid leave every day. This obviously includes the bank holiday. The working week was gradually reduced from the maximum of initially 56 hours per week, and then in 2009 they reduced to 48 hours a week. This is calculated over average of 6 months because obviously we have our nights, we have our on-call shifts. Although you can also opt out of the European time derivative, but the employer cannot force you to opt out. Most of the doctors, they have time for themselves, their family, and their hobbies after work, and allows us to pursue our personal interests and unwind, so leading a better work-life balance. I think this is the main reason why I moved to the UK. I was exposed to the UK working condition because I obviously studied here. UK doctors are much better paid. In Malaysia, I think starting is around 3,000, 4,000 ringgit, whereas here, 2,000, I can't remember. 2,000 pounds, I'm not sure. Even though it's compared with other professions in the UK, it is still high compared to salary in Malaysia.